Well, that whole opening that I didn't show you was pretty intense. It felt like a true anime opening. For a free game, this has a lot of technical effort put into it. I know it's quite a short game too, but damn, just look at this. Quite impressive, honestly. Holy hell. Not only was the pseudo anime opening that I didn't show you quite intense, this actual opening that I did was too. Given the message right there at the beginning, though, I really hope this isn't one of those, oh, the twist is that you were dead from the beginning kind of games. Though I guess we'll have to see, right? But yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of technical prowess put into what's essentially a short, free game. This game is named Price. It's again, like I've been hammering home, like a free game on Steam, right? So for it to have this much effort put into the animations and the art style and everything, it's just quite nice to see. It's where I'm getting at. Where is she indeed? The music and sound design is very on par too, I have to say. I'm thoroughly creeped out. And yeah, from that tutorial screen, don't think I need to tell you that this is a puzzle game, obviously. So yeah, to speed things up, because I'm an actual brainlet, I'll try to solve the puzzles myself, but just like with the deer video, if I'm stuck, I won't hesitate to use a guide. Just heads up. Yeah, it wasn't too bad before, but I'll be lowering the music volume if none of you mind. Oh. What in the absolute hell? I'm not looking at this picture again. Wait, if you can't remember, then how can your sister? The plot thickens. I feel like this is something you need to figure out, and fast, if you want to avoid any uncomfortable situations. From a few context clues, I feel like either the protagonist is dead, his sister is dead, or both of them are dead. I'm pretty confident that this is the twist. Damn. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing we can't look into our sister's closet. That would be weird. Yes, surely. Anyway, an illusion spell that requires the burning of oriental incense. I get the feeling that this is no magic. This is something quite understandable, in fact. Anyway, I didn't want to mention it, but damn, why the hell does our protagonist like, have an ass so defined? I'm joking. I know exactly why. This game was produced by an Otome game company, so of course the men are super pretty and sexualized. I don't like mind before anyone thinks that, oh, I think this is a problem, etc. It's just pretty clear to notice. They're not exactly hiding it. Anyway, I didn't even read what I was supposed to. I was too distracted by mail. Anyway. Oh, right. There's a clue combination mechanic in this game. I was so focused on exploring, I completely forgot the. Mm, okay. Okay, no, doesn't seem like there's anything else that we can obtain out of this. It could symbolize young love, though given that this is clearly Hin and his sister, are some Yosuga no Sora shenanigans going on? Let's see. Let's see if this works now. And now, what can we deduce from that? That does raise the question. Why is our sister trying to trip balls? How does she even know how to do that, given that she's apparently established to be pretty young? The plot's thickening. Finally, been trying to get you to do that for a while now. Oh yeah, it's very subtle game. Oh shit. God, I'm such a dumbass. It literally says that it looks like it's part of something like clockwork. And I didn't think to use it up until this point. God damn it. I really am bad at puzzle games. To my credit though, all the little I figured out at this point, again, I'm still being transparent, I haven't used any guides yet. I don't know if I would call it pixel hunting, but there are quite a few hidden touch spots that you really have to mouse over very specific parts of the room to discover. Maybe there's something under the... Maybe now it will work? It reads what, my man? Speak, say the rest of it. God damn it. I wonder what this could possibly mean. Again, I harped on this enough, so I should probably stop. Let's be real. That's an idea I hadn't had actually, but yeah, maybe. Okay. Really fucked up this doll, didn't this probably use here, I'm guessing. Yeah, now this seems more magical and I really do not like where it's going. If this is true, then... Oh god, I'm so sorry, Eva.
人偶？不可能吧
？Oh no, my boy.
我一定是在做梦。
Oh no, you fucked up. You fucked up hard. Sorry to say.
之前艾娃才跟我道过晚安，她是活生生的站在我面前的。
True, she was standing in front of you alive.
不可能，这只是梦而已，梦而已。
Okay, so I've been trying everything I can think of for minutes on end. Originally, I thought that the password for that locked drawer was this number that we got on the heated petal. I tried 666, I even inverted it and tried 999 and didn't work. So I thought, what number could it be? And I think I have an idea. Let's go check. And I was wondering when the protagonist says, oh, it reads what? But if we can notice here, there are actually numbers here. 3, 2, 5, and it's kind of weird because these are the only ones that aren't in a line, but I think there's a 7 here. The only other number I can think of, so hopefully that finally is the answer. Oh, thank God, dude. I've been stuck in here for so long trying to figure it out. Finally. Hey, still no guides though. A piccolo. God, the Dragon Ball brain rot is real. No, but seriously, let's see what this actually is. Oh, it will prevent me from dying for 3 turns. I really hope someone in my audience. If you're a regular subscriber of the channel, you should get the reference. Any newcomers, I don't blame you. Okay, this is a clue. And let's see if I can combine this with anything. Okay, okay.
咦，这个旋律好熟悉。啊，想起来了，这是
爸爸
爸去
去世时的
的
安魂曲。身为毫无名气的音乐家，爸爸死在了穷困潦倒中。爸爸的钢琴被卖掉了，我和哥哥也不得不到孤儿院去。我很害怕，因为爸爸再也不会回来了。但哥哥说，他永远不会离开我，永远啊！
啊，真是很久以前的事情了。艾娃是我唯一的家人，我们感情一直很好，从来没有分开过呢。
Yeah, I think I can see where this is going now.
不过，为什么我觉得这更像是艾娃的回忆，而不是我的？
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I'm going to call it right now. Their dad died, and then they became orphans. Then Eva died, and since he was desperate, because obviously he cared for her a lot, he tried using those spells. He got really desperate and began seeking magic, either in the form of illusions or revival spells, or even both, to bring her back. And obviously, it didn't have the best of consequences, to say the least. That's what I'm guessing for now.
放我出去！
What the fuck?
哇！
请帮我离开这里，拜托了。
我要离开这个鬼地方。
Oh, definitely. What the
钥
fuck?
匙，放我出去我就给你钥匙哦。
Okay, now you're talking. What do you mean? Wait, if the password to release him is what I think it is, I feel like I shouldn't. Though again, I don't feel like I have too much of an option, so let's just save and I guess try it out.
哇！
A black cat that came out of a closet when I unlocked it with the number 666. The situation couldn't be more suspicious if it tried to. I don't trust you for a second, my dude. Fucking talking cat too. Nah, this is a demon. No, don't be fooled, protagonist.
啊，这不是预想的反应吧？
快过来，小猫！
不要用那么轻率的语气叫我。
我还以为柜子里是什么可怕的东西，所以看到可爱的小猫，反而又觉得很
即使这只猫会说话，
会说话又不奇怪。
What?
反正梦里没什么不可能吧？
The protagonist is fully disassociating now. He really cannot accept this as reality. Though I don't blame him in that sense. I don't think I would be able to either.
将不可思议的事物归于梦境，连面对真实的勇气都没有，人类真是……
什么意思？
算了，给你吧。祝愿你不会在噩梦里永远徘徊下去。再会了，呀。
Let's try leaving now. At least I don't think there's anything else to do in this room. Maybe I have to assemble it somewhere? Let's see. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, okay. Oh my god, okay. So yeah, it probably was a combination of the two things. At first, oh god, I'm just so flabbergasted I can't even speak, but I get the sense that theory I had before, yeah, I figure out the story, and it's exactly as disturbing as I thought it was. Not that the whole story wasn't hinting at that disturbing implication enough already, but you get the point. Let's see if I can get anything else out of this. Okay, finally I have the completed key. I guess I should save before anything.
爱华他一定不会再回来了吧？一起生活的日子也会消失，牵着温度也感受不到了。
It's time for the protagonist to finally stop drugging himself and face reality, as painful as that reality is. Though maybe the way he chose to face reality may not be as healthy as it probably should be.
就算你要带我去地狱也无所谓，因为我爱你。
早啊，哥哥。
爱我，
啊？
爱我，你的眼睛。
怎么了？
不，没什么。早安，爱我。我们说过，要永远在一起，我不会离开你的。
哥哥。
从此以后，兄妹两人就幸福的生活在一起。
What the hell?
什么？你说，童话不都该这样结尾吗？况且我觉得，故事这样结局会更好呢。
Let's keep this going. I'll comment on it if it turns out how I'm thinking it's turning out.
你说呢？
I'm just going to check something out, and after that I will come back here and comment my thoughts. No, I looked it up and I didn't see any spoilers, but the reason that ending felt kind of weird and out of nowhere, and the story wasn't fully finished. The reason it felt weird in general was because that wasn't the ending. Shocker, right? I need to play the new game plus mode that just unlocked to actually get the ending, so I'll reserve my final thoughts for when I do that. Okay, now we're in his room instead of in Eva's, so things are already different from the start, and all this blood doesn't exactly bode well, let's just say. I don't know if that will be the case, but I'm going to guess right now that this is a clue that if he actually wants to revive his sister, he will have to be the one to die, that he will have to somehow sacrifice himself for her or something like that. This is what I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing that if they weren't going to end with that revelation, that they're going to progress further. It's not just going to be a story of acceptance, as I initially suspected. But again, let's see. Oh, interesting. Looks like I still maintained all the items I had in the auto route. She was quite talented, I must say. Oh wow, I wonder. God damn it, protagonist. You have quite a interesting fascination with skeletons and death, my friend. I mean, do I need to say anything? Proved you wrong there, buddy. I've been trying to avoid this goddamn doll because of what it implies due to the other story, but it's time to stop beating around the bush. Fuck. I can't speak. Was there anything that was hard locked? Right. This was locked. Now let's see what's inside. This isn't an item, and more of a clue. The plot thickens.
所有人都喜欢哥哥，虽然他身体不好，胆子又小，还像女孩子一样爱哭，但他那双漂亮的手能流淌出神赋予的美妙音乐。不过，我不在意他是什么样子，人们爱他也好，不爱他也好，他是只属于我一个人的哥哥。永远。
爱我啊，
Seems like the sister herself wasn't entirely innocent. This may not be going the way I thought it was. Let's see.
不知道为什么会看到她的回忆，女孩子什么的。
They literally just like do the like woman meme. Let's just continue play. I'm not going to comment. I don't feel like getting cancelled today.
太奇怪了。
Being more serious though, this is pretty odd indeed. Blood on the keys. Oh my god. Was the sister the one that actually performed the like revival ritual? Maybe the brother died due to an illness, or which is suggested by the blood on the piano. Maybe he was coughing blood, maybe it was a disease, and she revived him. I don't know, maybe it's too much of a crackpot theory. Let's continue with the rest of the game and figure out more naturally. I'll stop trying to anticipate the plots, at least for now. But what do I need to make symmetrical and how? Maybe? The only thing I can think of is that I should be able to... Well, not that I should be able... Like, the game expects me to have figured out already what the password is, so I can actually unlock this. I'm gonna keep trying for a bit, but if I give up and just use a guide, I'll inform you so we can actually progress a bit. So, well, before I didn't need it, now I'll have to admit that, yeah, I finally caved in and used the guide. And I feel a bit ashamed of it, honestly. Not because I'm ashamed of using guides specifically, obviously, but because in retrospect, like, it makes a lot of sense what you're supposed to do, and so I really think I should have been able to figure out without it. But let's just get into the explanation. Essentially, the game mentions a supposed mystery of symmetry, right? And while it's a bit convoluted, I believe it's referring to the spots. Because if you see, all of these strange symbols almost look like numbers, right? And that's because they are. Because if you unite these symbols here with the ones on this other pot, you can kind of see numbers start to form. So for example, pay attention to this one. If we unite it with this piece, it forms a 4. Can you see it? And if we unite this piece here with this one, it forms a 6. A similar piece appears on that other pot, and if fused with this piece here, it forms a 5. And if this little line here is fused with this symbol, it forms a 9 for 4, 6, 5, 9, which I believe to be the code here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I'm correct in my assumptions. Yeah. God, I feel so stupid. Whatever, let's continue with the game. This just corroborates what I was talking about with the blood on the piano. I'm starting to see where this story is going. Though, let's, I can kind of predict the, I think, second twist now, but again, let's just play and see if I'm right. Okay.
哥哥在入秋时病了，医生说休养会慢慢康复，但是我知道，那是死神的脚步声。安魂曲的旋律一遍又一遍奏响，除了我，还有谁会听到？连神也不理会的祈求，地狱的使者，你能帮我实现吗？
从来没病过，怎么胸口开始一阵阵痛了？这该不是什么莫名其妙的诅咒吧？来了，秋天的时候老是咳嗽、肺痨啊，那种病怎么可能康复？
They could not, especially not at the time this game is set in. So, yeah, I'm just going to say it. Screw it. I changed my mind. Clearly, the
为什么我现在能好好的站在这里？
yeah, clearly it was the opposite. That's the twist. So yeah, I was right that this was a oh, he was dead from the beginning kind of game. As the first part indicated that his sister was dead, that he used rituals to bring her back to life, and that those failed, and that he had to kind of accept what happened. But it seems like it was the opposite. He died, his sister tried rituals to bring him back, and those failed, and now he has to accept his own death due to those rituals kind of denying him that closure. Yeah, it's pretty much done at this point. Let's see. So what else? Oh, now this is interactable. Okay. So this is the order. And it kind of tells that story that we saw. The siblings were together, then death came slowly for the brother. The magician came in and probably promised the sister that he could do something to prevent the brother's death. And then it's implying that something may have happened to both of them as a result of this, due to the hanged man being represented by her. Even though I've pretty much been able to figure out the story at this point, I think the way the game slowly revealed it through the course of you playing it with the cutscenes and you having to literally piece the clues together is really cool. So I don't detract points from it at all for me being able to predict it. If anything, it just the fact that I was able to do that through the clues that the game gave me just goes to it's just another point in its favor. It denotes quality. It's I think what I'm getting at. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's finish this already. Subtle. Yeah, like I alluded to, this is a not so subtle clue that ritual to transfer soul from a human to a puppet, like I said, was probably used on him.
你听过人鱼公主的故事吗？她用声音和女巫交换，得到了人类的双脚；用性命和爱情交换，得到了灵魂。你呢，小姑娘？你愿意用什么交换你想要的永恒呢？
我一无所有，但对你而言，也有值得交换的东西吧？性命、灵魂，还是两样加起来才付得起这样的代价？只要哥哥永远和我在一起，我都可以给你。
不，不可能吧？我到底是什么？原来我早就死了吗？
我无法令死者复活，也无法束缚尚在肉体中的灵魂。像人鱼公主那样，用女巫的尖刀刺进王子的心脏，咒语就会生效。而犯下罪恶的你，灵魂将永远在地狱徘徊，换来直到王子梦醒那天才会终结的永恒。
艾娃，
哥哥，你恨我吗？
我爱你啊！
哥哥，我好高兴。
Well, even though I kinda guessed how the events would transpire before they actually did, like I mentioned before, this still hit pretty damn hard, dude. Not gonna lie, holy. This game was an emotional roller coaster in the best way possible, frankly. And like I said, for a free game, look how much effort was put into like the animations, the voice acting, just everything. This game is awesome, dude. If just seeing me play it and comment on it didn't convince you to give it a chance, even like with the story all spoiled now, trust me, experiencing this through a screen, through like a YouTube video and actually playing it is worlds apart of difference. Absolutely download this on Steam and play it. This is an amazing game. I can do nothing but sing praises for. There was a incredible experience, and I just loved every second of it. This is now one of my favorite games, period. Even though it's from a genre I generally am not into. This was awesome. Utterly awesome. And that will be it for today. If you like this video, please do all the normal YouTube stuff. You know, like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I genuinely do hope to see you next time. If you really liked it, I'd also really appreciate if you could support me financially, either through a one-time paid comment donation or by joining my membership, where for $1 a month, you get to participate in exclusive polls in order to decide which videos I'll make next. Like, which of my plans should I focus on? Which of the content I have in mind do you want to see first? You know, that kind of thing. As well as get your name put in this fancy little screen right here. You know, just as a small gesture of appreciation, exactly for your monthly support. But of course, no matter how much you choose to give me, as well as if you choose to give me anything at all, do know that I really appreciate any cent you're willing to throw my way, as well as just the fact that you're watching this video up to this point at all. But with all that stuff out of the way, I think it's finally time to, as always, bid you guys farewell. Obscure Anime out.